So, Cyraxx, this is supposed to be the love of your life right here. This is the woman right here that you couldn't really hardly get over. This is the woman right here that caused you to have trust issues. You know, Kera, you're no different than Cyraxx. You're no different than him. And when I say that, it's because we know Cyraxx has a super obsession over children. We know Cyraxx is a pedo. Kera, you put your kids in danger. So that makes you a terrible mother, putting your own children in danger. And I kind of figured this woman was doing that because I remember when I saw that video of her laying on that bed and some guy filming. I guess that was her boyfriend. They was in Jersey and they saying that they lived in a hotel. They trying to get by in life, whatever, this and that. I knew then that this woman right here does not even have a place of her own. I knew then that this woman right here is the kind of woman that stays from pillow to post. Like I've seen plenty of women like Kera all my life. They stay from one man to another, because they'll use their child as a way of getting what they want out of a man. And all she have to do is just give the man sex. And I've seen women's done that. I've seen women's put their kids through danger. I've seen them done that. They'll put their kids in danger, sleeping with these men, and some of these men is dangerous people. They don't care what kind of environment they be in, as long as they got a roof over their head, and they know they putting their own kids in danger. As long as they got a roof over their head, they don't care what they put their kids through. And you can just look at Kera and you can just look at her and tell that this woman right here is a criminal. And how old is she? Like what, 32 years old? She don't even look like she's 32. She look like she's damn near fucking 60 years old. Look like an old ass woman. Look like she's old enough to be somebody's grandmother. She don't even look like a 30-some-year-old woman. And Cyraxx, I don't even know what in the world you see into her. She's not even that attractive. Not attractive at all. And Kera, this is the guy right here that you wanted to be with. You wanted to be with Cyraxx. Now I see why they locked you up. Because you don't care what you put your children through. You don't care the guy that you go with. You don't care what kind of environment that you put your children in. You don't care if they're a pedophile. You don't care if they're a thug. You don't care if they're dangerous men. You don't care. As long as you got a roof over your head, you will put your kids through danger. And that's the type of woman Kera is. She feel like if she could just give sex up and everything like that and have a roof over her head, because trust me, I think if she would have had it her way with Cyraxx, she probably would have moved in with Cyraxx. She probably would have moved in with Cyraxx just to have his way with her. Because I don't know what in the world was going through your mind, Kera. And I can kind of tell Kera just make bad, stupid judgment. Like you'll sleep with any man just to have a roof over your head, Kera. You don't care what you put your kids through. You don't care how dangerous it is. As long as you got a roof over your head, you don't even care about your child. And like I said, I've seen a lot of mothers like her. They don't care what kind of environment they put their kids in. They don't care what kind of danger they put their kids through. They don't care. So Kera, whatever you said to Cyraxx, and I'm not trying to defend Cyraxx, but whatever negative things you said about Cyraxx, you have no room to talk. You have no room to talk when it comes to children. Because you is no better than he is. You're no better than he is. And Cyraxx, why don't you just shut up? All right, just shut up, Cyraxx. Cyraxx, you should be celebrating. You should be celebrating, Cyraxx, saying like, all those bad things that she said towards you and making you jealous and hurting you. If I was you, Cyraxx, I'd be celebrating. I'd be laughing. I'd be making a video clowning her. Instead of making a video whining and crying and complaining and saying you got this and you got that about her, you should be celebrating. This is a victory for you, Cyraxx. Just like when Marty passed away. That was a victory for you. And this is another victory for you right here of Kera being locked up in jail. Come on now. If I was dealing with a woman like Kera and she said a lot of bad things towards me and try to run my name into the mud, man, I'd be making a video clowning her, laughing at her, and the boyfriend, clowning them both for what they put me through. That's what I would have done if I was you, Cyraxx. I'm just saying, man, you should be happy. You should be celebrating. Instead of sitting there saying, I got more. No, you should be making a video celebrating that this woman, the love of your life, that you thought was the love of your life, is locked up in jail. You should be clowning her right now. I'll be saying, Kera, this is karma that come back to hunt you. All the things that you put me through and you made me jealous and you hurt me, this and that. I'm glad that you locked up in jail. So it's karma. That's what I would be saying in my videos right about now if I was you, Cyraxx. But Cyraxx don't know when he won. That's the thing. That's how stupid Cyraxx is. He don't know when he wins. Like sometimes he wins, most of the time he loses. But there's sometimes that he has a victory sometimes and he don't even realize it. He don't even realize that he won. Like he got a win over Marty because Marty passed away. Now you got another victory, but it's only going to last for about a week or so, and then after a while, it's all going to die down. But yeah, Kera, you ain't no better than Cyraxx. You both are just scum of the earth. Come on now, Kera, you're supposed to be a mother. You're 30-something years old, woman. You should have a roof over your head. You should have a car by now, woman. You should. What is the deal with you getting mixed up with these scumbags on the internet? Because your boyfriend, the guy that you was with, was a scum. Apparently, he must be a scumbag, because I can kind of tell he sound like an old country scumbag. I even heard his voice. I don't understand why women like Kera like to get mixed up with these scumbags of men out there. They always make bad choices. Instead of wanting to be with a man that's willing to take you in and take care of you, you get mixed up with a man that don't have nothing. This guy that you with, Kera, you both are living in the hotels and you both can't do nothing for each other. Why in the world would I want to be in a relationship with a woman and she lived in a hotel trying to survive? She and her kid trying to survive. I wouldn't want to be with no woman like that because it doesn't benefit me nothing. Now, a lot of men out there, they usually would take women like that and bring them in and let them come stay with them. Not me. Not me. If I see that you're struggling and you living in hotels and you live in pillar to post, I don't. You ain't got no car, none of that. No, I don't have nothing to do with you. Nothing. So, yeah, Kera, there's absolutely nothing that you can say bad about Cyraxx. Nothing. You can't say nothing. You can't make. I mean, if you do, you're gonna make a fool out of yourself. Because the government's gonna take your kids away from you now. CP&S or social service, whatever they got down there in Jersey, they're definitely gonna take your kids away from you, and you have no room to talk. And Cyraxx, you need to shut up and stop self-proclaiming something that's not yours. You didn't plant no seed in that woman. They're not your kids. So stop sitting there trying to self-proclaim something that's not yours, because that child is probably going to be in the hands of somebody better. And that's what the social service down there in Jersey need to do. Someone need to set that child up for adoption, and maybe and hopefully and pray that child be under care with better parenting, because Kera just can't cut the mustard as the mother. She's a disgusting woman. She stay pillar from post. She'll sleep with any man out there just to have a roof over her head. This woman is nothing, man. This woman is absolutely nothing. And this is the woman that you want in your life right here, Cyraxx. Like, come on, Cyraxx. You make bad, poor judgment. Like, we all human, we all make mistakes, but come on, Cyraxx. You really want to get with Kera, man. Kera was like a big mama, man. This woman would suffocate you in the bed, Cyraxx. You see how much she weigh in this. You see how much she weigh. That woman would suffocate you in that bed, Cyraxx. You wouldn't even know what to do with that. I wouldn't even want to sleep with nobody like Kera. She looks disgusting anyway. She looks disgusting. She looks like a freaking prostitute, if you ask me. This woman ain't fit to be no mother. She never was fit to be no mother. She just a disgusting woman that would just lay in the bed with any man out there just to have a freaking roof over her head. And I got a feeling, Cyraxx, if she would have had it your way with you, she and you would have asked your grandmother Sally and asked Ed, was it okay for her to move in? And they gave you the green light and say that it's okay for her to move in with y'all. She would have chewed you up and spit you out, Cyraxx. She'll only just be with you just to have a roof over your head. And she probably wouldn't even care how bad infested that room is, especially when your room was filled with cockroaches and bed bugs and stuff like that. You know, Kira's the type of mother that don't even care. They just don't even care. So I'm glad that they took the child away from her. She's not fit to be no mother. She's not. So yeah, Kera, you can't say nothing bad about Cyraxx when it comes to children. You have absolutely nothing. You can't say nothing. What are you gonna say, Kera, when you get on social media? What are you gonna say to Cyraxx when it comes to children? You know better than he is. You know better. You're a disgusting woman, Kera, and you deserve to have a miserable life in prison, Kera. I hope those women's down there in jail confront you, Kera, and give you a wake-up call. If I was social service, do not give those kids back to Kera. Don't give it back to her. Don't even give her child back to Kera. Because Kera is a straight up bomb. She's one of them bomb ass women's, and you just look at her and tell she's a bomb. She's a bomb. Not even attractive at all. Just a disgusting, nasty woman. So yeah, I'm glad that they got her locked up for that. Because you know what? When it comes to children, man, I don't play that, man. Even though they're not my kids, I don't like to hear kids go through that kind of environment. Because kids out there are innocent. And for a parent like yourself, Kera, to try to put your child through that, you really should be ashamed of yourself, Kera. You really should be ashamed of yourself to even have somebody like Cyraxx have anything want to do with your kids at the time before y'all had a falling out. You know, if I was the baby daddy, I probably would have done smacked some sense into your head, Kera. And I probably would have told you, why in the hell are you talking to these creeps on social media? Why are you talking to these weird ass guys on social media? These dudes don't care nothing about you or that child. They just trying to get close to you and get close to that child so they can have inappropriate things with you, disgusting things with you. Yeah, I'd have called Kera the stupid B word. I'd have called her the stupid B and everything, man. I'd have cursed her out. I'd have took the child away from her. But that's the big question. Where's the real father of Kera's child, though? Oh, that's right. He's probably locked up in jail, or he probably abandoned her, or he's probably one of them guys that's dead. We all know the story about these women getting mixed up with these scumbags out there. It's always the same. Always. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about these disgusting two scumbags here. Anyway, peace.